It's about to go down.
This is the last time we see you with the belly.
Bye, belly.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are doing a story time of my labor and delivery. Last time that I was here, I was pregnant, and now I am a whole ass mom. Crazy, I know. I actually wanted to do like a birth vlog of everything that happened. Unfortunately, like things didn't go as planned, and you will find out shortly later in the video. I guess I'm just gonna start off with a little details. So my due date was January 5th, 2022. I pretty much made it to almost 41 weeks. So it was 40 weeks and 6 days. And when I tell you that I tried everything you can think of, I tried bouncing in a ball. I literally would walk like 2 miles uphill. I ate so many dates. I did like some exercises that I saw on YouTube, like literally everything you can think of. Like when I got to 40 weeks, I was so desperate, and it kind of scared me a little bit because when I had my checkups, like my weight was like really like high. Before I became pregnant, I was like 150, and by the time I gave birth, I was like 200 and something. So I gained a lot of weight. Okay, so I went to my 39-week checkup, and they did an ultrasound, and they told me that my baby was 8 pounds already, and that if he didn't come like in the next week or so, that they were going to induce me because it would lead to C-section supposedly. I mean, I don't know, you guys. I am a first-time mom, so everything I hear, everything I see, I just kind of like take it in and I overthink it. I feel like at least when you're pregnant with your first baby, you're like, what the hell is going on? Everything's so everything's so new, you know. So it was kind of scary. I knew that I didn't want to get induced because I don't know, I just wanted my baby to come naturally at the time that he was ready, and I wanted to trust my body naturally to wait for him to come. So I posted this video on Instagram of me like jumping in a ball, and I was like, okay, I'm 40 weeks, like when is baby coming, you know? And then I got a DM from this girl, and she's like, have you tried this salad? And I'm like, what do you mean, the salad? She's like, yeah, like I've heard about this salad that a lot of pregnant girls just like go and eat it, and they literally give birth or they go into labor. And I'm like, okay, like a salad, like so I went to try this salad, and I had the salad and literally, I'm not kidding you, I'm not sure if it was a salad, but I was with labor pain literally that night at 4 a.m. in the morning. I think week 38 and 39, there was nothing going on. No, I wasn't dilated at all or whatever. And then when I got to 40 weeks and they checked me, I was 2 centimeters dilated. My doctor was like, you know what, like we can induce you if you want to, but I'm gonna give you the option if you want to wait another week. So I was like, okay, like I'm just gonna wait. Even though I wanted to meet him so bad and get it over with, because I was so uncomfortable, I could not sleep, I could not move, it was just so bad, you know. I was like, I want to give him the time to come. So it's January 11. At like 4 a.m. I get up, and I just could not sleep. I started getting like mild like period cramps. I didn't really think that they were contractions, but I tried to, you know, like time them. I got an app on my phone to time them, because my plan was to be at home as much as possible, to wait for the contractions to be at least a minute long, at least 3 or 5 minutes apart, until I actually went to the hospital, because I just didn't want to be in the hospital or get sent back home. I literally was bouncing in the ball, I was timing my contractions, I was listening to music. That happened from like 3 to 5 like a.m. and then I got so hungry, so I got up, I made myself like an egg sandwich, and I was trying to stay very calm. It's crazy because I feel like your body just goes into this like state that I think that now that I'm describing it, I didn't really realize it then. And then Jose was checking up on me. I was telling him, no, like, I'm okay, I'm still good, and I kept being on the ball. I didn't want to bug him very much because I know that if it was like labor time or time for me to go to the hospital, I wanted him to be good because I wanted him to support me, you know. So I didn't want to wake him up to be with me jumping in a ball and just like, you know, whatever. So I let him sleep. And then my plan was that if my contractions kept getting stronger and more closer together, I was just gonna go to the hospital that day. I didn't even like call my mom because I didn't want her to worry. I didn't want to wake up anybody like super early. So when it got to like a reasonable time, like 9 a.m., I called my mom and I told her, hey, you know, like this and this is happening. I keep having pains and they keep coming like pretty consistent. Like it got to a point where it was like they would always hit like a minute, and they were getting like 4 minutes like in between. So I was like, okay, I think it's happening, like, you know. But I was so surprised because I felt like I didn't really freak out about it. Like I was just kind of like doing my breathing and just like trying to think positive and staying calm. And I honestly watched so many videos on YouTube on how to like breathe, how to stay calm, how to mentally prepare yourself. So I feel like that helped me out so much because I was just ready to meet my baby. I was just like, you know, my body is gonna do what it needs to do. I just felt like each pain was getting me closer to meeting my baby. So that literally was the only thing that was getting me through. I was like, okay, one more like contraction and then I get to meet you. I got to the hospital at 11 a.m. and I thought everything was like, you know, ready for me to just go and get checked. Girl, no. I literally did the whole thing. I did the hospital tour. I filled out the registration papers beforehand, so I didn't have to deal with anything the time that it was for baby to come. But I still had to fill out more papers when I got there, which was so annoying. And I know this might seem so little, but when you're pregnant and you're having contractions, like this, little things like this, just like you don't have time for it. Like you're just going through it, you know. So on top of that, they tell us, okay, you guys have to wait in the waiting room because we don't have any rooms available at the moment. And before me, there was 2 girls already waiting for a room, okay, and then all the rooms were taken. So I was like, okay, like at the moment I was just like not trying to let anything get to me and still keep that positive mindset, because I feel like that was the only thing that was getting me through. The pain started getting really, really bad. Like the contractions were getting stronger and stronger, and I could not sit. I was just like going back and forth like on the hallway, going to pee every 5 minutes, and then I started to feel like a lot of pressure down there, and it kind of freaked me out. And let me tell you what time I got the room. We literally waited for like, I think 3 hours waiting on there, having contractions. I was literally almost gonna cry. But anyways, when we finally get the room and they check me, dude, I was 6 centimeters dilated already. I was already like in like active labor. Like I don't even know how that happened, honestly, but I was like, shit, no wonder, like I am in pain right now. Like no wonder I'm like 6 centimeters, because it was like, it was intense.
How far along are you?
40 weeks, 6 days.
Did you tell her you were in the hospital?
Yeah, I called the clinic this morning.
Did she told you to come in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she checked me.
Were you open or closed?
I was 2 centimeters dilated.
2 centimeters?
Yeah.
Were you having pain like this yesterday?
Not as severe. I was just having pressure and lower back.
Were you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed. The contractions would happen and I would go like into this trance where I was just like try to breathe, and then I felt like everything was blocked off. Like if Jose was talking to me, the nurse was talking to me, anybody, like no one was there. It was just me and my baby, and I try to connect with my baby and tell him like, okay, like I'm gonna meet you soon. Like it was crazy, but I feel like that got me through because I didn't freak out and I didn't tense up, and I tried to let my body do its thing, because if you freak out, if you tense up, I feel like that's what keeps you from dilating.
Mommy's in a lot of pain right now, but she's gonna do it. Love you. Sorry for the air view. Say hi. Hi, Matthew. You're right here. Just had another big contraction.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
I can't wait to meet you, Matthew.
Almost there. Wait.
The nurse was like, oh my god, you're like active labor already, so we're just gonna transfer you to the labor room. And I'm like, oh my god, thank god, like yes, like I'm happy, like I'm almost like more than halfway there. And by the time it's like 4 p.m, yeah. So the nurse asked me, do you want the epidural? So I'm like, yes, give it to me, I want it, whatever. They brought the papers right away, I signed everything, and we get tested for COVID. We get the COVID results back, and they only tested me, actually, they didn't test Jose, and I came out, it was like a false positive. A false positive, like what does that even mean? Like, I don't even know what that means. At that time, COVID was like a thing, and it was a serious thing, and there was a new, I don't know, what is it called? Like a new source, like a new variant? Is that what it's called? I don't know. But I came out positive, and they literally kicked out my boyfriend out of the room, and I was devastated. I started, like, it's so hard to even talk about it, because it's just like, I really can't believe like this really happened. Like, it just breaks my heart. Like, no epidural, crying in pain, contractions, and then you gotta kick out my boyfriend out of the room. The only person that's supporting me there, because none of the nurses, none of the doctors showed up to even come check on me, to see what was going on, to see how much I was dilated, to see if my epidural was coming anytime soon. I literally wanted to walk out of there and go to another hospital. Like, even me and my boyfriend was like, let's go somewhere else. But I just couldn't do it anymore, dude. Like, I was in active labor. Like, I cried, I begged them, I asked them if I can talk to somebody from the hospital. I don't know what I was actually saying. I don't know if this is actually a thing, but I just feel like it's so unfair. I really didn't understand why he had to be kicked out of the room, and I didn't have any symptoms, so I didn't think I had anything. I didn't think I had COVID. My boyfriend's like, I'm not leaving. You guys are not kicking me out of here. I'm not missing my son's birth. Like, it's not happening.
It's the room they're trying to kick me out of because of freaking COVID. But you ain't here, Matthew. We're not leaving. I got it, baby.
And then literally, like, I would say maybe like an hour and a half passed by, and they brought security guards to kick him out, and he even like refused. He talked to them, he tried everything. Then a nurse finally walks in and checks how dilated I am. Literally just sticks her finger, checks, and guess what? 10 centimeters dilated, water breaks, my boyfriend's getting kicked out. Like, come on, dude. Like, that's when it hit me. I was like, damn, like, I am about to have like a whole birth naturally right now, and I kind of like had to mentally prepare myself. It literally broke my heart that he was not gonna be there to see it happen and to see his baby. And I know that it was so hard for him as well. Like, I feel like now I'm getting emotional. I ended up just FaceTiming my boyfriend. He stayed right outside of the hospital. He literally tried to sneak in again past the security guard, and they caught him before he can make it to the room. But on a lighter note, my mom was outside, my sister was outside, but literally everybody was outside, and it made me feel so much better that everybody was there. So, and then my boyfriend went to join them, obviously, because I was alone giving birth because stupid hospital. I started to get like the feeling that I needed to push, like a lot. Like, I felt like if I hold it, like if I was holding it, that it hurt. Like I just started to get like, I don't know, really anxious, and like I wanted to push so bad, and I felt like that's the only way that the contractions felt better. And the nurse kept telling me, don't push, until the doctor gets here. My nurse, she was such an angel. Like, I told her, please don't leave me alone, because every time she would leave me and I had contractions, like it felt just so much worse. She held my hand, she gave me the oxygen mask, and just got me through on waiting for my doctor. And finally my doctor gets there, checks everything out. Literally, baby was there. Like, the head was there. I knew it because I felt the pressure, and I needed to push. Every time I had a contraction, I needed to push. And yeah, my doctor just came and she's like, this is what you need to do, this is how you need to push and breathe, blah blah blah. She told me a little bit of everything, and so did my nurse. And yeah, we just got to pushing. It was hard, okay? Like, the fact that I was doing this without an epidural, I felt everything. It's funny because everything's on FaceTime. I was on FaceTime with him, and everything's recorded. I actually have the video, but obviously I can't post it on here because it's like, you can see like literally like the angle is not from like my head back when the baby comes out. Like, the phone was in front of me and my legs were like this, so you can see like his head and everything. Like, you can see the whole thing, and it's pretty intense. Yeah, it was a pretty, like, thank God, like, I'm like a pretty smooth delivery, I would say, because I only pushed probably like 3-4 times. But oh my God, like, when baby's head is right there and it's crowning, like, it hurts and it burns so, like, it burns like nothing like I can ever explain.
Push, Mercy, push.
You got this. Good job. Oh my God. Good job. No.
No.
The phone.
The phone.
Let me see. No.
No.
I want to see.
Can you fix the phone?
Baby, can you fix the phone, please?
Fix the phone, please.
Matthew.
Matthew.
I love you, buddy. I love you.
Matthew.
Baby,
Oh.
you did it. You freaking did it. Ah, he looks like you. You got him, baby. You did it. I'm so proud of you. Cut the umbilical cord, baby. You do it.
Can you bring the phone? This
Oh,
is
yes.
Yes. Good job, Matthew. Good job.
So finally, baby boy was here, and it was the greatest moment of my life. I would never forget just like the feeling of when they put like your baby in your chest and you can finally touch them and feel them. And he is just perfect. I love him so much. I'm so blessed and just so thankful that he was healthy and everything was, you know, okay. So after the whole situation with birth, they move you into a postpartum room. It was so bad. Like, I was by myself with baby. Nurses were supposed to come and check on you, but because I had COVID, they didn't. Like, they would come and check baby and leave. I didn't get asked anything. I didn't get help to go to the restroom. I didn't get help with diaper changes for baby. They didn't teach me how to do anything with baby. I tried to understand the situation, but at the same time, I just feel like it was terrible. For me as a first-time mom, I didn't get help. I didn't get a lactation nurse come into my my room. I didn't get like the administration people like telling me for the baby's name, all that stuff. I don't even know how I did it. Like, I'm sitting here now and I really don't know how I went through this and I kept my sanity, but I just did it for my baby boy. I had no choice. I had no choice. Like, I did pretty much everything. I took care of myself. I took care of him. I made sure he was breastfeeding. I made sure he was eating. And the only thing the nurses would do, like, I kid you not, like literally they would bring my food, drop it off in the corner, and literally look at me like if something was wrong with me, like, because I tested positive. And I just feel like that was so wrong. It was just a really hard time for me. I was angry about it, but like, with time I tried to let go of it, because the only thing that matters to me now is that I have my baby and he's here and he's healthy, and there's nothing else I can ask for. So what's the point of me dwelling on that? But thank you guys for watching this video. If you are here still listening to me, it's just been crazy, but I am so happy. I love being a mom. I love my baby so much. I would not see my life any other way. Thank you guys so much for watching, and that is it for me. I hope I didn't forget anything. Bye.